Welcome to
Powered by Magic, where we discuss topics surrounding magic and common
or not so
common
questions.
Let's take this journey together. Hi, I'm Tatiana.
And I'm Sylvia.
I think I'm Tatiana.
You were the last time I checked.
Okay. All right. We're recording 2 episodes today. I'm confused. Could be, I don't know, my cat's been in and out. Who knows? Okay. Anyway, we're coming to you from Eugene, Oregon.
We invite you to conjure up a broom and ride with us. And hang on, because it's probably going to be a fun and crazy ride.
Yes. It is a shorter episode today, though.
It is. It is. We're doing Yule. How are you today?
I'm doing really good, considering we just did a recording prior to this because I messed up badly. Forgot to.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, no, it was pretty bad. When we have to re-record a whole episode, I think that's pretty bad.
Okay.
Thank you, but the truth of the matter is, if we're being really honest, I messed up. I didn't hit the right input buttons, and we recorded off of my microphone in my computer instead of off of the microphones that we're supposed to use.
In her defense, they changed the program so it's not as obvious as it used to be. So, in her defense, that's not a, yeah.
Fair enough, thank you.
You're welcome.
As far as today goes, that is one of our fun things. The other thing is we are running through these pretty quickly. We are trying to get to making my traditional rum balls.
Oh my God. Oh. I love her rum balls.
Aw, thank you. They are a family tradition over every Yule, Christmas time. And I make a colorful plate of goodies that I give to everybody. And in that colorful plate of goodies are the rum balls. And I cannot get away with not making them. People would be very upset.
Yes. And she asked me if I wanted to help, and I said, yes, of course.
Because you do benefit some.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we've got to do the tasters,
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to test it and make sure it's good.
And it has enough rum, because, we do add bits of rum. I love the recipe that says, if it's not quite moist enough, just add some more rum. I said, that's the recipe for me.
Anyways.
Shall we move on?
We shall move on. Yule is a lovely and special time of year. It is at the time of the winter solstice, the longest night. Many of the pagan persuasions celebrate it as a return of the light and the rebirth of the male principle. It is the Crones time of year, with the darkness harboring wisdom, a time of rest and of divination. Yule includes getting together with friends and family, celebrating, often with the giving of gifts. It is warmth and light, camaraderie and compassion, pine trees and candles, a time to snuggle in your PJs in front of a log fire and possibly read books. Whatever way you celebrate, remember the light is coming, even though it's dark right now.
I love how you put that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel all snuggly and ready to get a warm cup of hot cocoa.
Hot chocolate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except that we're going to have Dutch Brothers. Not warm at all, but
no.
What are they, blended?
Yes, blended. Oh, yum.
So good. Seasonal blended yumminess.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to move on to my
activity.
Yes, activity. We're moving on to my activity first, which is the Witch's Ball. And I thought I'd give a little bit of history about the Witch's Ball.
Now, this is not a dance, yay. This is a ball, as in like a hanging ball.
An orb, like an ornament you would put on a tree, similar to that. Thank you for that clarification.
That's just because I was thinking Witch's Ball. Last time you were talking to me, you had to do your thing on the Witch's Ball, and I'm like, why is she doing a dance?
No, I got to actually rewatch that. That was fun. You and I were pretty funny in that. But so were other people. Anyway, that has to do with a class I'm doing.
Yes. That was a lot of fun.
It was. That was for Samhain. All right, moving on. Originally, the Witch's Ball was used to ward off the witch's spells, bad luck, and evil spirits. These were clear glass orbs and hung in windows and were buried in the garden so that the offending intruder would see the glamour of the ball, be entranced, and then sucked in and caught. Then, on the rising of the sun the next day, the demons would be destroyed. Others say that the ball would simply deflect the evil spirits when they saw their own reflection in them, thus keeping them away from the home. Yeah. The witch's ball we are familiar with came about in England in the 18th century. People still used them to ward off the negative energies, demons, and evil spirits, and were also hung in windowsills, but originally they were merely blown glass, which were 8 to 10 inches in diameter. Pretty good size. They are used for packing to ensure the safety of other items such as vases or cups. Doesn't quite make a lot of sense to me, but that is what I read. Later, people began using them as art, and so began the modern tradition.
Oh, I bet I know. It's because, like, if you packed in vases and cups, you wanted stuff around it.
Yeah.
Keep it, yeah. Okay.
I'm just thinking it's still glass. It's still gonna break, but I guess it breaks first?
Maybe.
Yeah, perhaps. I thought it was an interesting point, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Today, witches' balls are made for a variety of reasons, calling in prosperity, health, and communication, to name a few. They are placed most commonly on the windowsills or altars. They can also be buried in the garden or front walkway to bring prosperity, fertility, and protection to the home. Those are some of the ways that you can use them. Now, today's activity for Yule, I'm doing a variation on the witch's ball, which in days of old were to ward off darkness, as we've said, but here it'll be used for protection of wishes for the coming year. To begin, write down your wish or intention for the coming year and the returning of the sun on a miniature scroll. Something that you would like to see grow under the light of the sun as it returns. This will be placed in the ball later, so make sure it's of an appropriate size to fit through the opening of the ball that you have gotten. Some ingredients you will need, and there's quite a few, but with a lot of choices, I guess, is what I have said.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. So, ingredients. Use a clear, fillable ornament. Imagine it as an orb of protection. These can be found on Amazon or in craft stores. We used them last year to make gifts for people. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
You'll need hot glue gun or glue. Candle. I would recommend red, gold, white, silver, or green. A lighter and, of course, safety measures. The following are suggestions of items that can be placed inside or outside of the orb or ornament to help solidify your wish and intention. Feel free to add more if you feel pulled to do so. Add in anything that represents your wish and intention. I'm going to name a little bit of these. I'm not going to list them all because there's a lot, but you can go to our blog and see all of the possibilities there. You will need some ribbon. You'll need either gold, red, white, green are your options that I recommend, but always whatever you're pulled to. Gold will signify the sun and revitalization. Red is good fortune and protection, and so forth. An idea can be to glue the ribbon to the outside of the ornament as a way to wrap and hold that intent into the ball. That's just one way of using the ribbon in intention. Some herbs that you could use to put inside, or get creative and put it on the outside, but the following ingredients, I envision that you put them on the inside. So some herbs that you can use are nutmeg for wealth, cinnamon sticks for fire, sun, attraction of romantic partner, chamomile, cardamom, ginger. Those are just to name a few. And again, I've got that all listed in our blog. I can tell I'm going to repeat myself a lot here. Some oils might be frankincense for attraction, fir for renewal, pine, continuation of life, lemon balm, myrrh, clove, orange, peppermint. And again, just a few. Some plants, pieces of fir and juniper berries for rebirth and continuation of life, mistletoe berries, white, for light and prosperity and fertility, holly and basil and bay leaf. Crystals. Green calcite, rebirth, heart, and grounding. Sunstone, shining light into the dark or shadow. Citrine, energy, recharging, rids negative energies and brings in the sun. Selenite would represent the moon goddess Selene, and for increased psychic abilities on the longest night of the year, connecting to the divine. Cinnabar, bloodstone, those are just to name a few. Once you've decorated your ball with intention, place the scroll into the orb and put the orb back together with its hanger. Then seal it with the wax, red, gold, white, green, or silver. Think of your intention when choosing the color that you're sealing your orb with. As always, follow your intuition in doing any part of this spell work. Warning, do not get the flame too close to the ball itself. Just let the wax drip onto it, or use a hot glue gun for the same purpose. While you're sealing the orb, and as you think on your intention, say the following. In the dark of the night we bring forth the light. May this wish come true the whole year through. So mote it be. And so mote it be.
Lovely.
Hopefully it's not too complicated.
I don't think so.
But it is a fun activity, something, like I said, you and I did a little bit of last year.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
And makes for great gifts as well. If you set the intention nicely for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am done with mine. What is your activity?
I have a fortune pole cake. The ingredients here are cake mix, or you can make your cake from scratch. Either way. Charms. So this is like charm bracelet charms or necklace charms. You can do any sorts of things like a pine tree charm for length of life, or a sun for returning of the light and fortune, so on and so forth. Frosting, of course, because you have to have frosting with your cake.
Absolutely can't not have frosting.
I mean, some of us might have frosting without the cake, but...
Yeah, well, there's that.
Just eat the rest of it after it's finished
and
frosted.
Cream cheese frosting. Just do that on its
yum.
own. Okay, sorry, getting distracted.
Of course, all the pans, utensils, and other ingredients for making the cake. Ribbon, and ribbon can be any color you want. Small pieces of paper or very small note cards, Yule colors possibly, and glue and or glue gun. Now start by attaching ribbons to the charms. 1 ribbon per charm. Then inside of each note charm, write the charm name and its meaning. So with the fur, you would say, fur charm, and what it meant. Prosperity in the new year or something like that. Make sure the charm name and interpretation are covered either by the cover of the card or folding over the paper so that it can't be seen except by opening it. Attach each charm by its ribbon to the corresponding paper or note card with glue. The type of glue isn't particularly important. As long as it holds for the pulling of the charms, it's fine. And you could also put a hole in the paper or the note card and tie the ribbon on that way. You don't have to use glue.
You'd want to probably use a really sturdy type of paper.
Yeah.
If you were doing that, yeah. Or note card, as you said.
Arrange the charms equally spaced on the plate that the cake will be displayed on, making sure the note cards are hanging away from the plate. The note cards are supposed to hang out so that they can be chosen and pulled later. Make the cake and let it cool. Now put the cake on top of the charms on the plate. Then go ahead and frost it. And then, when everybody is ready, everyone chooses a note card randomly. No peeking at the meanings. 1 per person. Once everyone has a card, everyone pulls at the ribbon and pulls out their charm. Then they can look in the card or paper and see what the year has in store for them. This is still a somewhat popular thing to do at weddings. A form of this, where the charms were baked into the cake and then eaten at Halloween, was popular around the 1920s to the 1950s. You can actually still find the little kits for it online.
Oh.
Yeah,
I would have figured that was something like lawsuits were made of.
Right, probably. But you can still find the kits from the 1920s and 1950s. You can't find kits nowadays like that because of
lawsuits and such. People not being smart.
Yeah. But a little magic at Yule. plus some cake. Won't hurt.
No, it won't. I'm excited. I would love to do that. Maybe we should do that.
That would be a lot of fun.
It would be a lot of fun. Could be fun if you did it with a Yule log, too. You know, the cake that's a Yule log? Could be fun.
That could be fun.
Extra meaning in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. I did not do tarot today. We decided to have Sylvia grace us with a
rune. Today's rune is Ansuz. This is the god rune, the rune of Odin. This is knowledge and the knower, container and contained. Knowledge in all its forms is here. School tests, mentors, as well as divine inspiration. Creativity is here. In all this, there is a sense of connection with the divine, with an older person, or one who is more experienced. Connection is what this time, Yule, is all about. It's relying and helping one another so that we all may prosper. Be free with your advice when it's asked for, and don't let your pride or anxiety get in the way of asking for advice. This is how knowledge has been passed along for millennia. Let knowledge flow freely this holiday season. You never know. It might inspire someone.
I really like how you put that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, please rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you've found us.
I am Tatiana saying goodbye for now.
And I'm Sylvia saying so long, and thank you for writing with us.
This has been
Powered by Magic.
And before I forget to, say this, we have all of our notes about where we got our resources on our blog.
Yes. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a lovely time.
And a very great Yule.
Yes. Bye.